cigarette. I do not smoke.
If I go outside in pajama in Italy, they will just call the police.
Are you okay, ma'am?
French people, when I saw your flag before, I was like,
Hi. Okay, I will say the most obvious one and that every French people think first is that in America, everyone got guns. That's the first thing people think of.
Do you think I have a gun?
No, of course. Because you're in Korea.
Well, that too.
But I think it's the most negative point, I guess, but we are negative people, so sorry. But in a positive one, every American are kind of really kind. I don't know if it's they are really kind because they want to be kind or it's a fake kindness, but they are really kind when they talk to you.
Depends on what part of America.
It's really different with friends on that part because we're really direct on that. So it's kind of really nice to have kind people.
True. I would say in the southern part of America that is definitely fake. There's like a mean, like polite insults are very common down there, for example. Like they say something that sounds really sweet and then 10 seconds later you're like, why was that a diss? Like
I fear insults.
But I would say look more in the northern part of the US, people are like,
they're really outgoing.
Yeah, like not actually kind, but like it's a little more sincere.
Yeah, okay, I know what you mean. You can be tired at the end of the day because if you are really outgoing, it's a but it's really nice. I love it.
I'm like that. At the end of the day, I just like stare at a wall. I'm like, oh. Introvert problems. In terms of France, I was there. I did go to France for a couple weeks, but I went at like the worst possible time. There was like a couple of like
demonstration.
There was like, it was weird. I was in like the UK for a while and there was like a terrorist attack. And then I went to France like a couple weeks later and there was a terrorist attack there too. I forgot.
2015?
2017? Something like that. So then like I was going with my uni and they were like, we need to do things differently. And it kind of like messed up the whole trip. I have like a bit of a warped view as a result because I actually saw a lot of people with guns, like a lot of police officers all the time. So at first I was like, oh my God, like they're like locked and loaded. But then I realized like this was just a situation. In terms of like, let's say overall American stereotypes, protesting.
Oh yeah.
It's like an art form. So like a lot of people when they think of the French, they think of protests.
Yeah, we protest all the time.
That's like a pretty common stereotype. What else?
I've been in France, so a lot of pastries. They're very good, very yummy. Lots of chocolate pastries. They have a lot of butter, but so do we, so I'm okay with it.
I've been to France too, but only the southern part, so it was really mind-blowing to be honest. Actually, in the food as well, it was so good. I really loved it.
Thank you.
Everyone on the streets, they were so fashionable. They were so posh. I kept staring and I was like, oh my God, that's a designer bag and that's a designer and look at the cars and and I was like,
it's just a Paris thing. It's everywhere, right?
If we go outside, we're a good thing. We have to be fashionable to go outside because people will see us.
So everyone was so fashionable down to the little dogs that were being walked. So yeah, it was really nice. Also very expensive. But I think southern France is a bit expensive.
Yeah.
But like what I knew about France before going, of course, we are taught since we are little kids in Romania that France is like the cradle of everything that is posh and poetry and philosophers and all the very good literature.
It must be so disappointing when you come in France.
And then when you actually study them a bit, because I had to in university, you find out they led very sketchy lives and always drinking absinthe and smoking the pipe. Very posh. Also very libertine, I would say, back in the day. So we know this about friends and about French people. We have this, maybe it's not great because it's kind of like a stereotype. Oh, the champagne was flowing and everyone was just meeting in cafes and having philosophical debates and then they would go to the cabaret.
Oh my God.
One of the stereotypes about French people that I get a lot is that French people are really rude. But when I was in France,
we're just direct.
From women at least, I didn't feel anything but like sympathy. Women at least were very kind, very talkative. They were not judgmental.
They're about to say rude.
I don't want them to talk.
Like it's my personal experience. Like,
you know, there is a stereotype about French men that they would just go and try to hit on all the girls. But
that's men.
But you know, that's men. So it's not, I don't think it's limited to one country. Find them in every country.
It's more like my personal experience with French women. I guess everyone has their own experiences, I understand.
But yeah, I met a lot of really kind people, even on the streets, when I wanted like to ask for directions. My French is really, really poor, next to 0 in skill. So I was, of course, trying to ask in English, and even though they wouldn't fully understand me, everyone was so helpful, and they were very friendly.
Before you talk, I went to Paris for the first time like last year. So I was really scared because we have the stereotype too that Parisians are like kind of cold and rude. So I was like, oh my god, and I had to talk because my boyfriend, who is Korean, cannot speak French at all. So I was like, hello, and I am French, and I was really scared, and they were like so nice all the time, and I was like, oh, you just like need to say hello first and smile, and most of them I don't say
polite.
Will be polite, yeah.
So I've been to both. I've been to the US and I've been to French. Because like my aunt has been living in French for like over 10 years, so like I've visited a lot of different cities. I hate
You can, don't worry.
Paris people are, I'm sorry, but they are the meanest people I've ever met in my life. They are very racist.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Out of Paris, it's not like that, but in Paris, they are very, very rude. Like, I mean, I can defend myself when I go and speak in French, but I went with my dance team and they literally were like telling them they were not even gonna sell them card for the metro thing. Yeah. They were like, say it in French and I'll sell it to you. And I was like,
oh, I had a couple of those in Paris too.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
No, I mean, I've been to other cities and it's fine. I think it's just Paris. And about the things that you were saying of like people going out and like you have to dress well because they will
judge you, yeah.
Yeah,
they're like up and down.
Yeah. And I've been to the US and like they are like, again, I don't know if it's fake or not, but they are a lot more like open. Washington DC, New York, New Jersey.
Yeah, you're more like East Coast North. Okay, so half fake, half real.
It's better usually in America than in Paris. Not France, but Paris.
I'm scared of what is gonna go from.
You can say it, don't worry.
Okay. American people, I love them. So funny and straightforward, but in a nice way. They never cross the limit. French people.
Oh God!
I mean, I live in the border between Italy and France, so I go to France a lot of time. I like the vibe because it's similar to Italy, actually, to be honest. Not comment on the food because I'm Italian. But you guys have good pastries, so I would just give you that. Cheese and wine. You can, okay, I'm not gonna say anything else. So, and a lot of public demonstrations, like whenever I go there, like there are people like fighting for something, which might be also nice because in Italy we used to just stay quiet and don't say anything. People,
But yeah.
I mean, in my life experience, I do met nice people, really, really few.
Am I among them?
No, you're so lovely and nice, I love you.
Then I'm fine, you can insult them, I don't care.
When I saw your flag before, I was like, It's just like my life experience.
Oh, I know her.
Me too.
Hi there, what can I get started for you today? I'll have a margarita, please. I'm just gonna need to see some ID first. Here you go. Just one moment, please. Miss, that ID was clearly a fake, so if you want it back, we're gonna have to call the police. Yeah, I do want it back because it's my real driver's license. Go ahead, call the police. As it turns out, the police were able to verify your ID. We are so sorry about that inconvenience, and so we would like to offer you a 5% off coupon for next time you come in. You really think I'm coming back after all of that? Bonjour, madame. Can I please have a glass of red wine, and here's my ID. Why are you giving me this? To verify my age for the wine that I just ordered? It's very easy to tell you're not under 18.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, I'm just mature for my age. You don't know. If you're under 18 and you look like that, you probably need a drink anyway.
Okay. To defend France. If she was 18, like under 18, she should be like with her parents. And right now she seems to be alone. That's why. And like in restaurant, we never. That's true. Why we don't ask the ID in restaurant?
We don't do it in Italy either, actually. For me, it was shocking when I came here because everywhere where you go, even restaurant, they check your ID.
The first time they were like ID, please, I was like. What?
I remember I went to Spain and also there they never.
For restaurants or like taking a drink or something, no, but only for the club, I would say.
But I mean, for the States, I think a lot of the reason why there's the IDing situation is because it's 21. And then most other countries are not 21. Like you could be 20, it's hard to tell if you're 18 or 21. Tiny gap that's why this happens, but the idea of people being like, that's clearly a fake is a problem. Because so many people do come in with fake IDs and they are really common, but then this also is just as common when you're like 25 and you just happen to look young. This whole thing happens. And the 5% coupon is also real. They don't care about you at all. They're just like, oh yeah, sorry I wasted 4 hours of your time. You could tip a little less or something. Like they're so, yeah.
I've never seen such a thing happen in Portugal. Maybe it's like my experience, even for the clubs, they let a lot of kids go in the club.
I mean, they used to let a lot of kids going to the clubs in Romania. It was crazy. They didn't ask for anything. But nowadays it changed.
They know, but they don't care, I think.
But is it okay for the kids?
In Spain, there are like only parties for minors. Yeah, like they do like a whole party, and like if you're over 18, you can't get in.
I think that's better. I think they want to go to these clubs because they feel left out.
Or they just go to the park and drink. I feel like in Spain, if you go to the club when you're a little older, it's kind of sad.
Same in France. If you're like 40, kind of like 35, and you go to the club.
Oh no, even younger.
In Romania, you could see like 50 plus.
Wow.
Oh putain. Alice, why are you calling me? Because you haven't been responding to my texts and emails. Yes, and the workday is over, so I can legally ignore you.
You got it,
Is
girl.
it only like 6 p.m. in Paris? Actually, it's 6:08 and I stopped working at 5, so make it quick. Well, I'm trying to get that meeting scheduled next month with that potential funder, and I don't see any availability in your calendar in August. Yes, I'm on vacation. In France, nobody works in August.
That's
How is
so
that
nice.
even possible? Because in France, we have a minimum 5 weeks of paid vacation. 5 weeks? I don't even have that with my vacation and sick days combined. No, we don't do this kind of bullshit in France. So if I were you, I would just get everybody together, threaten to shit in the river, or burn down the city or something, and bim, boom, workers' rights. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm good. Okay, suit yourself.
That is so true, the insult at the beginning. Like you see the, oh putain, let's go. It's like, oh like, oh kind of, yeah. I really agree on that thing. My work schedule is really important. After my work schedule finished, I don't want you to call me. And I don't want to answer. If it's like 8 minutes, of course I will answer, but if it's like 8 p.m., 7 p.m., I'm like, hey, calm down, we will talk tomorrow because I don't want. And once I fight in Korea, I was like working and the guy like texted me my schedule at 11 p.m. or 12 a.m., I don't remember, and I was sleeping, and he like said to me, yeah, you have to answer fast because we don't know what you're doing. And I'm like, bitch, what? I need to sleep. My schedule really important. Yeah,
I understand that. I mean, I understand both sides of the boat. I would say Korean work culture is a bit similar to the States in terms of hours and in terms of the fact that like your phone needs to be on 24/7. So I would say for both Korea and the US, it's debatable whether you're getting paid overtime. They're getting pressure from their boss. They don't want to call you in France. They don't want to, but they're getting pressure from the higher up. So and I would also say for US people, it's a split work culture. 50% of people want to be like France, and the other 50% of people are like, well, they're just lazy, huh?
So good at making the accent.
That's why there's no change in the US. Even though half of the people would love to change to this style, the other half is like, don't be lazy.
Kind of understand the US point of view too, because as a worker, yeah, I want to rest. But as a client in August, we have nothing to do. Everything is closed and we're like, oh. And like if you need something, the shop is closed. Oh, you cannot do anything. So like that's why it's like 50-50, I guess too.
I'm fired?
Oh.
I guess I'll go pack my things. No, not yet. We must do a few things first. Oh, okay. What is it? Well, we have a lot of paperwork. We must go through the exact reasons why and also agree to the terms. And after that, I pack my things and go? No. Next, we enter a 15-day grace period where either party could change their mind.
What?
Oh, okay, so I can disagree with being fired? Yes, and then you also still work here for another 2 months because we are required to give that much notice. I mean, that's good to be paid, but like, that's going to be kind of awkward, no? Yeah. Very awkward. Not to mention lots more paperwork, your severance pay, and this whole time you could try to sue us. I can do that. Yeah, you know, on second thought, it's more of a pain in the ass to go through all the bureaucracy to fire you than to just keep you as an employee. So, you know what? You're unfired. It's fine. Just stay. What's this meeting about? Oh, you're fired. That's fine. This is at-will employment. I don't need a reason why.
Exactly. Yep.
I knew about them, but that's a bit sad.
I've seen people fired for really crazy, like you can be fired for literally anything.
That's why they're working hard.
Pretty much, yeah. You don't want to be the next one on the chopping block. Yeah. But every state has a bit of different laws. But there's some that are fully at-will states, and there's some that are not. But you can be fired for your hair color. I have seen that once. But yeah, you can be fired for anything, and you have to leave that day. Some people give like grace periods, but most people just leave that day.
It is like that, or like, can you sue it?
Yeah, you can sue it. A lot of people sue it.
And they win?
Not always. It depends on the reason.
I think in Italy we have the same culture as French culture. The problem is the bureaucracy in Italy. At the end of the day, even if you're right, you will lose because they have money.
So then the question is though, that I was curious about, like how do you get the bad people out? Because I'd find in Korea they just bully the people till they quit. Is it a similar...
Oh, in Italy, yeah.
I really don't know because I've never worked in France. Like I came here, I was 18. But I think in France it might be similar with Italy. Maybe they bully you, or if they fired you, it's because you did drug. Like
like something so insane that you can...
In Italy, it's more like, okay, you're a good worker, but for some reason we cannot pay you anymore. It's always like about money. They just look at you like, okay, you need my money, you're not gonna get it.
There's like no right answer to this because like there's benefits to both sides.
Human is a complicated animal.
American
Oh yeah.
versus French lifestyle part 2.
Eggs not in the
Huh? Milk in the pantry?
What?
It's a different type of milk, I think.
Okay, that one, okay.
Wait, can we go back on the pillow one? I don't get it.
In America you have a lot of pillow, in France only one. So most of them are true, but for the milk and the eggs, in supermarkets, the eggs and the milk will be outside of the fridge.
Oh.
Always, especially the milk because it's not open, so you can keep it outside. But when you came back home, you did like, you buy your stuff, you put it like, again, not in the fridge, but when you open it, the milk, then you put it in the fridge. And I don't know for other families, but my family, when we buy eggs, we put it right away in the fridge.
Right in the fridge.
Yeah, you're a weird guy.
So you kind of don't have to, but it will last longer if you do.
Right, right. Because that's what I thought was the original reason behind it, was to make it last longer. And then for whatever reason, America just puts them automatically in the fridge. Unless there's something I'm missing, like that would be a good learning thing. Comment below, Americans that actually know that. I don't.
For the modes of transportation, I think that's a little bit too general. Americans going by car and French people going by like walking.
or by subway or bus or using like
It's because in USA they didn't like, you cannot walk even if you want. There is like no.
It's hard to walk. I mean, I usually drive or take the subway. I mean, luckily I'm in a subway area. Only New York and Boston have a good subway system. The rest of them don't. So the driving does make sense, even though I do think it's more nuanced.
But I think what they also meant is that like Americans like their big cars.
Which is not true. Like that's,
Yeah, because I really do not understand this.
it makes sense. So like my dad has a truck, but he's a carpenter.
Oh,
If you're a carpenter,
my dad is a carpenter too.
see? Yes. But like, if you're a blue collar worker, having a truck makes total sense to me. If you have an office job, you're telling us something about yourself. If you know what I mean.
Oh, I'm scared about this video.
Oh my god, I love your dress. You look gorgeous.
America.
Thank you. I like your earrings. Thank you, girl.
That's what I mean.
Is that a compliment?
That's exactly what I said before.
Like if a girl do it like that and smile after, I will take it as a compliment. If of course she does not smile, I will be like, what's happened? But if it's a guy, he smile or he does not smile, I'll be like, oh no, I don't like you, don't do that. Just a smiling girl, I'm happy then. Just look up and down, I'm happy.
But the smile is missing a lot of times.
If I was that person standing, I'd be like, what, did I, something on my shirt? I'd get self-conscious, I think, if someone...
Yeah, I'm used to it, so I really don't care about it. I guess like for people like...
I already know what's gonna be in here.
Oh yeah, like, that's fine. Just take my hand for that.
I'm not this American, I just want to put that out there. I don't even own sweatpants.
Oh, and you do the bun?
Oh, no, no, no.
The messy bun.
The messy bun.
God help us.
But is there really people going on like
Yeah,
that?
they really do.
And still in Korea, I'm doing that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yesterday.
not the cigarette.
I do not smoke.
If I go outside in pajama in Italy, for example, or in France, they will just call the police.
Are you okay, ma'am?
What's wrong? Do you need help?
I'm fine if the sweatpants fit nice, but I mean, you even saw like those did not fit her right. You know what I mean? Like they don't look well. Like
That's
I think you
that's a sense of fashion, though.
yeah, like you can style a sweatpant to be cute. You know what I mean? But she's kind of also getting into that people don't style well.
It's maybe like a statement that she doesn't care.
But I mean, like supermarket and market, it's like actually for me, it's a date by myself. Like I go outside and so I dress up. Be like 편의점? Like no, never.
I agree on that. But is it different in all states?
I would say every state has this problem.
Problem.
And now, it's a problem, I think, because you can style sweatpants and a sweatshirt and look cute about it, but it doesn't fit half the time.
Maybe I think both are a little too extreme.
Yeah. Like, you can find the right middle ground where clothes fit you, but you don't need to go to the prom. Like, I mean, they are quite different. I mean, we already knew that.
But do we complete each other then?
It's like when you put the two together, then it's just perfect, you know?
It's just different country, and I feel like if everyone was the same, like world would not be funny. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You need people to be different to like have good time while living. So that's why I love American the way they are. Please don't change.
Today we reacted to videos comparing America and France on TikTok.
If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below.
See you next time.
Bye.
If ever you would leave me, I think I would lay down and die. Oh.